This episode of Mythbusters
Good morning, everyone. My name is Adam, and I'll be your flight attendant today on Mythbusters.
is the brace position intended to save you
Really bad.
or kill you. And
I have a sneaking suspicion that I'm a really, really bad driver.
is driving and chatting
Can you repeat that again?
just as dangerous as
Officer, would you have me a beer?
driving under the influence. Who are the Mythbusters? Adam Savage
I reject your reality and substitute my own.
and Jamie Heineman.
I kind of like it in here. It's private.
Between them, more than 30 years special effects experience.
That was intense.
They don't just tell the myths, they put them to the test. Their next myth has them hitting the road. Come on, admit it. You know you do it. Talk on the cell phone while driving. And deep down, you know it's dangerous. But is it as dangerous as that other driving taboo?
Here comes another one. The myth is that it is just as dangerous to drive while talking on a cell phone as it is while driving drunk.
Well, obviously, while you're dialing, your eyes are not on the road. But what we really need to pinpoint is whether the conversation itself is dangerous.
Yes.
Yeah, people seem to be under the impression that if you're at a stoplight, it might be okay to dial because you're not moving, but then it's okay to talk once you actually get moving. And that's the key thing about this myth. Is it, in fact, safe to talk on a cell phone while you're driving?
That's what we're going to test.
They're off to the Russell Racing School at Infineon Raceway in Napa, California.
The plan we've got today is that both Carrie and I are the test subjects. We're actually going to do the Russell Racing School course here. They've got several different driving skills to test on us.
First, they'll each run a control lap, sober and cell phone free, to get acquainted with the course. Then they'll navigate the course again, only this time while Jamie distracts them with a cell phone call.
What? I can't hear that.
Finally, they'll knock back a few cold ones, take a police-administered breathalyzer test, and then climb back behind the wheel for their last lap.
Oh, man.
This is a tough one because I do notice on occasion talking on a cell phone that it's easy to zone out. Whether that's equivalent to driving while drunk, which I've never done, I have no idea.
Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines. Carrie and Adam are about to test the myth that driving with a cell phone is just as dangerous as driving drunk.
Once again, going to humiliate myself in front of a very large audience.
But before they attempt the skills course impaired, they'll each try a control run first, sober and cell phone free.
Hey, how you doing? I'm Jamie. Mark Wallachachuk. Hi, Mark.
Mark Wallachachuk, chief instructor for the Russell Racing School, takes them both through the route.
Ready?
Go.
Are you ready?
Go.
First challenge, accelerating to 30 miles per hour and stopping at the sign.
If you don't get to 30, you're going to fail that part of it. If you don't stop at the stop sign, you're going to fail that part of it. Of course, nobody stops like this, do they?
I don't.
Apparently, neither does Adam.
You can't go into the other lane. Go straight
Then
back.
there's everybody's favorite, parallel parking.
Oh, man.
Just ran into a lady to get lined up in the cross. Darn.
I still can't park.
The time trial comes next.
Your job is to average 15 miles an hour through the whole course. So if you go too fast or too slow, then you're going to fail that part of it.
And now the time.
Now the time. Easy to get going fast there.
Yeah.
You got to be at least 10 miles an hour around here. You got it.
And for the piece de resistance, the accident avoidance challenge.
You'll drive up at, say, 30 miles an hour. I'll say left, right, or center.
you've got to make that lane change and then, get through that particular lane change.
All right, so now remember we got to do without the brakes.
Without the brakes.
A little over 25, 27. So. Left. Tail. You gotta pull. And right. Oh, okay. I made it.
Kind of takes you back to those driver ed days, doesn't it?
How did I do?
Oh, that's pretty good. We were a little quick for what we call the road drive. You're very good at the parking. Every time you turn, I'm going to want to see checking both sides and signaling.
For the whole test?
Yeah, even.
Okay.
So that's a pass. It's all good.
And Carrie?
I have a sneaking suspicion that I'm a really, really bad driver.
That wasn't bad. You need to practice your parking, which not many people do. But so I failed you on that. The rest of it, you did actually very good in the accident avoidance part. That was really close. That was good. So overall, you passed.
Yeah, but the real fun's still to come.
I suspect that driving while talking on the cell phone is going to cause more impairment than any of us really imagined.
I think the cell phone's gonna be murder. There's absolutely no way. I'm trying all my concentration just to remember what I'm doing when I'm driving on this and where the roads are.